I've moved around in and out of refuges, in and around accommodation, and yeah, it's just been a rough ride. And even now, I still consider myself as being homeless. It's homeless doesn't always mean sleeping on the streets and things like that. It can mean even in your own home if you don't feel safe and things and comfortable. So yeah, so I actually, if anything, I still consider myself as being homeless. Being a young woman on the streets is quite dangerous. I guess you do have to protect yourself. But back in my days, it was sort of on the streets, everyone looked after each other. So yes, it was hard, but you also did have the self-protection and things. But yeah, and I guess you was probably just given a bit more of an extra harder time from the police or whoever, just because you're a woman. I got a lot of fines during my time being on the streets due to either not having a ticket on the public transport, on the trains, which is probably quite a common occurrence. And then there was also the fines with beg alms when I was begging on the streets to support my drug habit. Yeah, and I guess they used to try and make an example of you, especially if they knew you were on the streets or homeless, and if you had a bit of a reputation, they'd sort of, make a sort of bit of a scene in front of people. And just, yeah, and most of the times you just sort of grab the fine off the police officer or whatever and just shove it in your pocket because, you're on the streets, you're a drug addict, you can't afford to pay the fines. So, it's just waste a piece of paper as far as I'm concerned now and back then as well. The effect of fines on my life, I guess, sort of, at the time it wasn't sort of really much of an effect, but now it's, sort of they built up and you sort of get quite a shock to sort of see how much they really add up to. Even with my lifestyle at the moment and trying to budget, the fine system is just ridiculous. I mean, how someone who's on the pension expected to pay $250, for not having a ticket. I've got, my dreams, my futures for the rest of my life. I've got two, beautiful boys that they're hard work and they mean the world to me. And yeah, just my other dreams and goals is I want to do my graphic design work.